Hello and welcome to Irish Sports Network. I'm here with
Zach Schuyler. I'm a senior and I'm on the wrestling team, one of the captains.
Perfect. And how did you get into wrestling?
I wanted to do something in the winter my freshman year, and I thought that it would help me with football, which I ended up not pursuing. But then I found a liking to it. I felt that I wanted to get better at it, and it was going to teach me some life skills.
Perfect. And who's your biggest inspiration?
I don't really know. We had a really good freshman class. We had Peter. Peter was really good when he came in. Adam was really good. Jonah was really good. And so I wanted to be better because I was pretty bad my freshman year, and I just wanted to keep pushing myself. And then, I find that our team is just really keeps me motivated and keeps me pushing to be better.
Nice. And what is your most memorable match or memory you've had while wrestling?
We were going up again. It was I have a couple. My third place match at Metros was pretty cool. I pinned the guy in like 59 seconds or something, so just before the match ended, or before the period ended. And that was really fun. I also hit a pretty fun throw on a West Seattle kid during our duel this season. And then also, my first match was a cool win. It was up in Everett, which was fun.
Nice. And as of this season, what are your thoughts on the new coaching staff? As Mr. Blizzard has moved out, and now we have Coach Badley, Coach Hamaker running the program now. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think Coach Badley has brought in a new type of coaching to O'Day, which I think is really helpful. It started off, we were really focusing on the fundamentals, which made it seem a little bit slower at first, but then we put up a really great fight at Metros, and you could really see the vision all come together. And I think I really, really appreciate his style of coaching, and it's very personable, very friendly. He's a good buddy of mine. So, and then there's Coach Hamaker, which he's one of our conditioning coaches, and I think that he's a good coach. He's been a bit busy lately, but he's really helpful when we need his help, and he's also a good sparring partner.
Nice. And what are some changes you wish you guys could have done earlier in the season for the team?
Yeah, we have a gap at 106, and so just maybe fill in some of the weight gappings. We could have pretty easily won Metros if we had filled our 106 gap, and also we had a gap at 75. And so that's just something that we could have maybe focused on a bit more at the start of the season to get kids ready for the postseason.
Nice. And besides you guys, the seniors, who would you say on the team is highly anticipated wrestler for next year?
Well, Justice De Jesus is a really good wrestler. Shows a lot of promise. He got fourth this year at Metros, and he wrestled really hard. Excited to see what he does at state. Landon Phelps is a sophomore, and I think he could be really good. He got, I believe, fifth at Metros, and so he qualified for state as well. Scored, he was a good bumper behind King. And then, we've got also kids like Parker Herman, who really kind of locked in at the end of the season, and also a freshman, Danny Quinn. He really showed out at the end of the season, scored us some decent team points at Metros.
Nice. And when the seniors leave, what do you think the underclassmen had to focus on most to improve?
They need to make sure that they recruit, because we had 7 medalists at Metros this year, and 6 of them were seniors. So we just need to make sure we keep recruiting. We need to recruit some lightweights, because that's that gap we had this year, and Aiden Alley is leaving, so we're gonna have a gap at 106 and 113. And then also just making sure that we keep the wrestling community good, and building strong bonds with our brothers.
Nice. And how do you guys handle losses, especially at Metros? You play so close at first with 7, so how do you guys handle that?
Well, I think that it hurts to lose to Ingram again. They've been quite a powerhouse, and we've been so close to beating them quite a lot. But I think it was I didn't even think that we were gonna place quite nearly as high as we did, and we kept it so close. Just I think that you have to look more at the positives of it more than the negatives of it. It does suck. It does hurt to not have won Metros while I was here, but at the same time, I know that we've got a good foundation for the next couple years for these guys, and hope they can win it next year.
Nice. And how have you guys been preparing for state?
We've had pretty hard practices this week, lots of conditioning, and then we've got next 3 practices Monday through Wednesday next week are going to be more taper practices, really focusing on honing our skills. But it's just making sure that we're able to, keep a good stance, keep a good base, and fight when we need to fight, and not be out conditioned by anybody.
Nice. And how far do you think you guys are going to end up in state? I know we have a lot of state contenders this year. I believe it's 11 or 12.
Yeah, I think 12, and I think that could really help us this year. If a couple guys pick up a couple wins, that'll really help us, and I think that we could place one of our higher places at state that we have in quite some time.
Nice. And are you guys proud of your results this season?
Yeah, I'm very proud of the team. I'm proud that a lot of our seniors ended up being medalists, and I think that really brings us like full circle almost. A lot of us, or like King wrestled sophomore year and this year, and he medaled both times, and I think that's really cool. After taking a year off, and we got people like Jonah who are in the finals. Adam won in the first minute in the Metro finals, which was really cool. And I think that I'm really proud of our team and how we progressed this year, especially with some of the younger kids. They're really improving.
Thanks. And last but not least, what is some advice you'd give to newcomers or just underclassmen in general?
You just got to stick it out. Wrestling's hard, especially. I didn't have a good wrestling instinct at first, and it just seemed like it was impossible. But if you really like wrestling, then if you stick it out, it starts to come to you, and you understand the sport more. And also just focus on what you can control, not what any outside controls are.
Perfect. That's it. I'm here with Zach Schuyler. This is Irish Sports Network, and I will see you guys later. Thank you.